Well, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at an Athearn Genesis locomotive. This is the GP40P-2, a Southern Pacific locomotive in Bicentennial scheme with Tsunami 2 sound and DC or DCC. You know, you can dual decoder basically use, so you can use DC or DCC on this along with sound. We're going to take a look at what you get for an MSRP of $269.98. Let's get started next. Alright, if your dealer's nice, they'll include a cardboard sleeve for you that Athearn includes to protect the box from shelf wear. You got the Genesis manual, which is pretty robust, 26 pages. Tsunami 2 diesel quick start guide there with all the functions, and boy do they have the functions in this new Tsunami 2. All the way up to 28, even though some aren't used, quite a few functions. Warranty information, Athearn flyer for Athearn news and their Facebook page and YouTube. I don't really know anybody that knows what YouTube is, but let's move on to this here. Southern Pacific locomotive, typical packaging from Athearn, nothing's changed there. Gonna slide this out. Tight packaging, I will say that. And they do have the wheel brackets to keep the wheels from moving. So we're going to pull these foam pieces out and take a closer look next. Alright, we're going to start from the top and just point out some details. You've got accessory hoses tucked behind the snowplow, and one hose here sticking out of the snowplow. McHenry couplers. You've got nose lights and headlights up top. Roof mounted bell, horn, air conditioning unit on the cab, sand filler hatch, separately applied grabs. Spirit of 76 on the side. You have interior cab detail, windshield wipers that are etched metal. You've got an antenna stand here, dustbin hatch under, along with plumbing to the antenna stand or wiring to the antenna stand. You've got exhaust, you've got tiny little lift rings that all seem to be in place. Dynamic brake fan and exhaust. You've got the radiator fans and exhaust. And handrails seem to be in place, very straight. Nice gold trucks. This is a Bicentennial locomotive, so nice Liberty Bell on the blower housing. On the back, you got rear lights, more stanchions and handrails that appear to be very, very straight. You do have a slight safety tread on the walkway. You've got different colors for safety markings on the stairs. On the walkway, you've got a little more different detail on the back here, and fuel tank detail, sanding line detail, which all seems to be in place and free of the trucks. Also more cab interior detail, a little hard to see. Windshield wipers on the rear windows are in place. Looks like a beautiful locomotive without any handrail issues or other quality control issues. In terms of assembly, let's take a look at actual operation. Gonna apply track power. Here you hear a startup sequence. Let's take a look at some of the functions listed in the paperwork. Again, Tsunami 2 decoder. Check the headlight. Bell. There's the horn. Short horns F3. Dynamic brakes. Don't really hear until you move the locomotive. F5 is one of the lighting effects. Also F8 is mute, which I just accidentally hit. F5 does the gyro lights up top. F6 has an additional lighting effect. Doesn't seem to be applicable on here. F7 is dimmer. F8 mute, F9 volume mixer, which puts it at half volume. Actually think it sounds better that way, but the air conditioning unit running in the background sometimes can be overwhelming, so I'll put it back. F10 is straight to 8 or sander valve. F13, we're skipping some now, is couple, uncouple. And then there's a lot of other ones, including handbrake, HEP mode, fuel loading sequence, general service sequence, all aboard or coach doors, F23. Engine RPM notch up and down, and the red emergency Mars light is equipped by hitting the stop. That's a pretty cool feature. So if you hit emergency stop, the red emergency Mars light comes on. Wanted you also to see the headlight and the gyro lights up top. So there you have all the lighting package, including the emergency stoplight, which is just really, really cool feature there. So again, there's the emergency stoplight by hitting stop on your DCC controller. I'm going to mute the locomotive to listen to engine noise and move it at 1 speed step out of 126 on my MRC Advanced Square Elite. Very, very quiet motor. 1 speed step is inching along there. 2. 3. 4. And 5. So very good motor control of the Tsunami 2 decoder, along with the Athearn 5-pole skew motor there. 1 in reverse. A little bit of chassis vibration, but not any lurching to my eye. 2. Everything's smoothed out by that point. 3. 4. And 5. And just so you know, in case you can't hear it for yourself, because there's slight background noise, that is a very, very quiet motor. Like, I don't hear anything. Alright, we're going to move this thing for a pull test. .1 ounces. For the record, that's about 32, 33 regular pieces of freight, according to about the standard of 15 cars per ounce. Alright, we're going to weigh this thing. You've got almost a pound, almost 0.9 of a pound. That's 0.86 ounce, 0.86 of a pound. 13.7 ounces, 390 grams, 0.390 kilograms, and 0.86 of a pound. So almost 9/10 of a pound, I should say. Or if you want to get technical, 86 1/100ths. But that's the weight. Not a super heavy locomotive. Like I said, it can pull about 30, 32 cars, but it's decent. Well guys, that's going to do it for the review of this little guy. Very cool locomotive, nice details, interior details and everything are set. And I like it a lot. I think it's a beautiful locomotive. Bicentennial schemes a lot of people collect. I never got into Bicentennial scheme collecting, but overall great locomotive. Couldn't find any real flaws with it. Excellent looking handrails, excellent detail. The only thing, if I had to nitpick, was maybe the pull test was a little light, but it's also not a very long locomotive. Definitely not the length of, you know, some big body locomotives like this AC 6000 here. You know, you just don't have the length there for a lot of weight anyway. It's just slightly longer than, you know, some of the smaller engines. So overall, good locomotive, and you can look for this in your brick and mortar hobby shops and online retailers. I'm going to leave you with a run by of just this because I don't have much SP rolling stock, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.